What's going on, y'all? I'm Trey. I build audio software, and today I'm going to be talking about exactly where Mastered is, what I've done to the product. This week I've been focusing on getting Mastered in front of more producers, letting them try the software out, letting them understand how it works, letting them use it in their own workflow. So it's been really cool to see, to sit down with guys and see what issues they've come across, what Mastered has been able to pick up from their mix and how they've been able to improve their mix. And I'm super excited for this one just because I feel like it's super pivotal in what we've been building at Mastered. Yeah, I'm good. I got a quiet house, my son gone, the kids gone, you know what I'm saying? My wife took them to the pool today so they can kick it with their friends, so they can enjoy the good Texas weather. The Texas heat has been crazy. Texas heat has been insane, bro. I don't understand Texas, man. I don't understand y'all. Like, it be humid, it's hot, but it rain. Like, I don't know, bro. Using Master, working with a couple producers went super well. The first time that we ran the product with the producer was really cool to see and kind of see how the product flowed, what was confusing, what people didn't get, what they didn't understand. And so the first time that we ran it through with the producer, he uploaded his beat. Well, I uploaded his beat first. It began to analyze, and it actually timestamped the perfect point in where his beat separated. And what we found is that it was the melody. He added a brass synth, both pan to the left and one pan to the right, super wide on both ends. And so Master was able to pick up that timestamp. But one thing that was confusing for the producer is actually understanding what Master detected, what Master found. What we did, we went into his DAW. He had FL pulled up. We were able to go through, look at the instruments he used in the melody. We found out that his brass was panned to the left, very wide, and that his whistle that he used in the melody was panned to the right. And so we brought both of those sounds in, centered them a little bit more. The analysis came back through Mastered and let us know that the stereo image was a concern. We were able to identify that was the issue in the melody. It pointed right to the melody. So that is super dope, super cool. And then we were able to make adjustments, kind of guide you through it. So after it found out, it pointed us to the melody. The next time that we ran sound check, it actually pulled out the low ends. So because he took some of the reverb away, because he took his melody in and centered it a little bit more. Now that we removed a little bit of the reverb that was stretching the quality of the audio, we actually found that it brought in a lot of the low ends, because what reverb does is when you add a reverb to any sound, it's kind of distort the audio a little bit. And so some of that low end gets distorted and spread into the center. The sound's back centered in. You start to hear the sound in its totality. And so we were able to EQ out some of the low ends from the melody, and his beat came back good. So I was super happy about that, just because it's just one of those things, just for confirmation that the product is working the way it should be and intended to for producers. But we're able to, I was able to go in and tighten a lot of the copy. So I think one of the cool things about Mastered as an app is that it's a forever evolving piece of software. And so it has to learn, it has to get smarter, it has to improve week by week, finding by finding. And so every beat that we're uploading, we're learning from, we're analyzing the audio, we're seeing where the levels match, and it's getting smarter. And that's one of the coolest things that I think, and one of the most valuable pieces to building music software, is that it's so very niche, to the point where, if you are a musician, there's things that you'll hear that, someone that doesn't have the ear for music is going to recognize or pick up. So we're looking for a different verbiage or a different copy that's going to let us know exactly where to go in FL, in our DAW, in the mixer track, and be able to make those changes and make touches. A lot of time, mono compatibility is not something that's in our foresight, just because when we're making beats, we have the speakers cranked on loud, the speakers are banging while we're making the beats, or we have headphones on, and then we sort of omit the fact that, where we have to listen to the beat on the computer without any speakers plugged in. We have to listen to the beat on the iPhone without speakers, and just making sure that when your beat is in mono, you're still able to hear every single sound and other instruments aren't sitting behind the mix. If you think about like a concert, right? Like when I was in band and I had concert, I played the saxophone. Where we sat, our positioning, where we sat, our seating, whether we were first chair, fifth chair, first chair, is going to be on the ends, so that's going to be heard by the audience more. So that's where you want your instruments to sit. It's almost like you're putting your instruments and placing them in formation for the listener. You want your first chair on the ends. You want them forward. You want the drums sitting a little bit behind the melody, just because those are louder. Those are going to be the strong punches, but you also want those to bleed through, and most times they are. But you don't want to saturate the melody to the point where in different devices in mono, it's not going to hold up. And so those are like the small details that I think Mastered is getting really good at. Making sure that your beat has enough headroom when it's being bounced down. And the main goal for Master is just so people can get through a mix quicker. It's not about having the perfect mix. It's not about, everything being perfect down to the T, but you want to be able to send your track off to an artist to where they're able to set their vocals inside the mix, and it's going to sound good. You yourself as a producer, you want to make sure your beat is good enough to play in the studio that when they hear it, it comes on knocking, and they want to hop on your beat, and it makes a good track, especially for people, and I've said this before, especially for people that are creating in GarageBand, BandLab, places on the phone, or apps on the phone where you're not able to have it in a studio atmosphere. So it may sound different when you play your beat in mono, but then you put it in stereo and you're listening to your instruments and they aren't wide enough. They're more centered, they're hitting too hard. That's when you're not saving yourself enough headroom. So it's math, it's mathematics. That's why I think producers are so cool to me. I hold y'all to the higher standard as well, just because of that, because I know how hard we work. I know how hard it is to grind out, and I think it's super imperative to keep including the first producers and keep including producers in our workflow, being hands-on and understanding sound, understanding what guys want to hear, what they want to see, and making sure that Mastered is able to guide you to a mix that you're able to then hand off to an artist and is ready to go get a placement, ready to go get synced, whatever your goals are. So Mastered is open to the public. You're able to go check it out, try it out. But, I think one of the biggest wins here this week was that we were able to get real feedback, and we were able to know, I was able to, learn where the product is weaker as far as copy. I was able to learn what producers want from the software, what they struggle with while they're in their DAW. Like, bro was getting frustrated, you know what I'm saying? Like, he like, man, I'm finna crash out. Like, don't crash out. Like, that's how a lot of us feel, because we spent hours in this. We spent hours on this. We might have just spent hours on the beat. You think we want to go spend hours mixing, and then you get your beat. You might think it sounds good at night. You might listen to it in the headphones. It sounds cool. And then you wake up the next morning and it sounds like trash in your car. And so, it's just these things that I feel. I'm just super happy that, Mastered is able to help producers and kind of be a companion in the process of cooking up and making beats. And so No, I wouldn't say there's any L's for this week. W's for sure. So go in, upload your beat, run a sound check on it, tell us how you like it. Go ahead and comment, like the video, so we can continue pressing this out. This is for us, this is for y'all, this is for the producers. Go ahead, go cook up. Let me know what y'all made, let me know what y'all cooked up.